My name is Geeta Salonke. I am Assistant Professor in Department of ENTC Engineering at AISSMS Institute of Information Technology. Today I want to give introduction of DC machines in electrical circuits. The DC machines are generator and motor. First of all, we'll see what is meant by generating action. An EMF or voltage is induced in a conductor. If it moves through a magnetic field, it is called as generating action. And when a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. It is called as motoring action. Any DC machine can act either as a generator or as a motor. Generating action. When mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy, it is called as generating action. And when electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy, it is called as motoring action. This is the construction of DC machine. The center part is shaft. These are the bearings. This is end bracket. This is frame, stator, commutator, brush assembly, and armature. Now we'll see parts of DC machine. Field system, armature core, armature winding, commutator, and brushes. This is the cross section of DC machine. The outermost part is yoke. Now we'll see parts and its functions. Yoke is the outermost cover to protect machine from moisture, dust and gases. It provides mechanical support. It provides low reluctance path to setting up the flux. Now we'll see about the pole and pole cores. Pole cores and pole shoes are to carry the field winding. They direct flux through air gap to armature core and enlarges the area of armature core to come across flux. Now we'll see field winding. Field winding is to carry current to produce the magnetic field. Now armature core and armature windings. The armature core and armature winding are for housing the armature conductors and provide low reluctance path for flux. Generation of EMF takes place in it to carry current supplied in case of DC motor. Commutators. Commutators is to facilitate the collection of current from armature to convert AC to DC. Commutator produce unidirectional torque in case of DC motor. Now brushes. Brushes collect current from commutator and make it available for external circuit and also avoid wear and tear of commutators. Now we'll see types of armature winding in DC machine. There are two types of windings, lap winding and wave winding. We'll see comparison of lap winding and wave winding. In case of lap winding, a number of parallel paths equal to number of poles, and in case of wave winding, number of parallel paths A equal to 2. In case of lap winding, number of brushes equal to P, that is number of poles, and in case of wave winding, number of brushes equal to 2. The lap winding preferable for high current and low voltage capacity, wave winding preferable for low current and high voltage capacity generator. Lap winding used for generator capacity more than 500 ampere and wave winding used for generator capacity less than 500 ampere. Now we'll see very important term, armature reaction. What is meant by armature reaction? In a DC machine, two kinds of magnetic fluxes are present, armature flux and main field flux. The effect of armature flux on the main field flux is called as armature reaction. If a load is connected to the terminal of the DC machine, a current will flow in its armature windings. This current flow will produce a magnetic field of its own, which will distort the original magnetic field from the machine's field poles. This distortion of the magnetic flux in the machine as the load is increased is called the armature reaction. This is about the DC machine. Thank you.